Hey, welcome everybody. Sorry for the late start. Of course, everything wants to update. Today we have comedian Kevin Bennett, a.k.a. French Accent. He's joining us a little later, but first, we're going to talk about a new hip men's fashion piece, an update on the coronavirus, Genealogy solves a murder from 1963, and Kanye West is now a billionaire and he wants everyone to know it. We also got crazy news, playing with balls, say what, and much more. Keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show. Radio Show. I am your host, Epic. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to follow us on other social media platforms, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever literally you can look us up and we're on it.
Yeah.
Also, and not least, theepicradioshow.com. You could always catch up on past episodes and watch the one you're watching right now on there. So, and we also have merch on there and other things. So it's always good. Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said before, on my left here is the one they call Chris Kettler.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing out there?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, just trying to find ways to keep busy during the pandemic, you know.
Pandemic.
Yeah. You know, too much time.
So what are things that you're doing?
This week, I had a great opportunity to do some stuff that I hadn't done in a long time. And
masturbate in public.
Oh, no.
No, because you have to wear a mask.
You want to say you want to go there
No, that's a perfect time to do it because everyone's wearing masks.
Oh, God.
Everyone is wearing masks, Chris.
I don't know.
That's not what that means.
It's the only time you could go into a bank with a mask and gloves on.
Right.
That's not what it means, though.
Nobody would even blink an eye.
I would blink lots of eyes. All the eyes I have.
By wearing a mask in public or by masturbating
in public?
Yeah.
I would blink
So you've never been to like Chicago or New York City?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
No.
When you're riding the train and the guy's just rubbing one off right there.
Nope.
No.
Can't say I have.
And the one behind the glass. And she has the most ass. No, I'm joking.
What? No, I'm pretty sure that's Chris. I don't know. I'm just
That'll
saying.
be Ashley.
Ha ha ha.
Good morning,
Even
Ashley.
though it's like, they know I'm already here.
Yeah.
Hi, people.
Yeah.
Now you know I'm already here because you heard me talking already.
Yeah, we have a great show for you guys today, like I said before.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah. Hey, Allison.
They're all tuning in. It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, people.
And we're all back in the studio for the first time in a couple of weeks. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is.
We're all together.
Yeah.
Since
nice.
Week before Easter, right? No, 2 weeks before Easter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been a while.
We last time we were together, we ate lunch together for the last time. Wasn't that the last time?
Was it the
I don't
second
think
to
that
last
was the
time, or was
week.
it the last time? I'm not sure.
Or was that the week before?
That
I think that was the week before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the week after that week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
we
with you.
did. That was kind of crazy that we went out to eat on the very last day you could
before we
go
even
to
knew
a
that.
restaurant and eat it.
Because it's not like we go out to eat every weekend.
No, we don't.
You know?
No.
We're poor.
We're poor.
We're poor.
And,
you know.
Yeah.
And we have bad taste in restaurants.
That's right.
Yeah, so whatever. Though.
Really bad taste
Really
in
bad
restaurants.
taste.
So I guess I'll get right into it.
Let's do it.
Our first topic. Yes.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, the new fashion trend for men Looks like a giant leotard.
A giant retard? Is that what you said?
No,
That's not
Chris.
correct. You can't say that.
Let's get a
just
better
said it,
look
Chris.
at this.
Like I said,
There we
you
go.
Can't say it when you just said it.
Oh my God.
Like,
Yes.
Oh.
Is that like crocheted for him? Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Crocheted leotard.
I just want to know, like, how many guys would feel comfortable in something like this?
Like, just legit. Chris, let's start with you.
Well, I think, to be honest, the pattern's all wrong, first off. So
First off?
if the
Okay.
pattern was right and it was fashionable, I could see sporting this in the summer.
In the summer?
Sure. Yeah, in the
Sure.
summer. Summer wear for us.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with the pattern.
But the pattern is definitely not flattering, you know?
Yeah.
It's
not.
No,
It's
I
really
see it.
not.
It's not.
I would
wasn't the best choice.
prefer,
Wasn't the
I
best
think,
choice.
something a little bit more like pink in there. If I'm gonna wear something like that, I need to go all out. I need to
A
be
little flair.
flamboyant as fuck.
Something
Allison
said pop.
said nobody should wear that.
Nobody should wear.
No.
Allison said nobody. So you wouldn't you wouldn't like really like it if your boyfriend came up to you and was all like, "How does this look? What do you think?" Like you wouldn't. You would just be like, "No, no." You would just break his heart into a million pieces.
Yeah, Sarah said, LOL, guys with little dicks would feel real comfortable.
So I guess if you have a big dick, maybe you shouldn't wear this.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I think if you have a big dick, you should wear it, though.
I mean, that's
it's
just
like, you know,
it's got room and
Yeah.
got y'all all comfortable in there.
I think
Like
if
jeans.
if you're going commando in this,
Sure.
it would be comfortable.
Super
with a big
comfortable.
if you had a big one.
Oh, you'd
you know, if
have
you're
to go
hanging,
commando in it.
You know,
I mean, like, come on. I mean, you would see all the outlines of stuff. Like, that would just be too much. It would be hard to hide all that stuff, you know? You know.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just flapping out there
Yeah,
in the
you know,
breeze.
Chris.
You know,
So
just,
maybe this could
just
be
swinging in the
used
jungle.
as, like, pajamas, maybe. I don't know.
Houseware?
Yeah, housewear. Like,
Well,
just lounging around the house.
Loungewear. There you go.
I think only a specific type of person would be able to wear this. First off, I wouldn't be caught dead in something like this because I'm fat. Like, could you imagine my fucking body in that? Like, it would just look really ridiculous.
Real ridiculous.
Or, like, even
I just
Chris.
got like a beach ball image. You know, like the stripes. I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Like posing, too. Like the guy is in the
I hate you,
picture.
Chris.
Just, like,
Yeah.
imagine a pose.
I didn't say it was you. It's just the image that came to mind.
Allison said, I'd tell him he looks like a fucking idiot and have fun finding another girlfriend in that thing.
You know,
Well, damn.
another
not holding
important part
back.
of this would be footwear. You'd have to be wearing the proper
I
footwear
mean,
with
I think
this.
he has the proper footwear on for this.
Like a Birkenstock, you know, kind of thing with him, you know?
He looks real comfortable. I'm looking at the picture. He looks real chill.
I
in
don't
his
think you could just be
shoes.
wearing like flip-flops.
He's
You'd
got
have
some
to wear
sandals on.
Yeah,
He's got
right.
them
Some leather
strappy-
earthery, strappy there.
Yeah, nice and strappy.
So he
Looks real
accessorized
comfortable.
well, though, at least in
Yes.
that picture.
I
That's
feel
good.
like he's got all the pieces. He's got all the things working out for him. It looks real nice on him.
He does. He does.
It does.
He,
Looks real nice
he's
on him.
definitely made for that outfit.
Yes. Someone probably made that
Yeah.
one for him.
My
specifically.
question is, where the fuck does he go to the bathroom from? Like how
there a
is there a
zipper that we
zipper in the
don't
back
see?
or buttons?
or anything that we were just not
Because it
seeing
looks
in the
like all
picture.
one piece.
It does. And I would just think like I wouldn't have to want to take the whole thing off just to use the bathroom, especially in public. Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna be out for a while, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom, and then like what? Just gotta take the whole thing off.
But women have a lot of different apparel that they have
I
to
don't
do that.
wear those things.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I don't put
yeah.
myself in that position.
But women do, and for the most part, they're pretty
Now,
accustomed to it, so they
I
would
have
have
a
no
question.
problem.
Women who are crazy are.
Yeah, I guess so. That's
And
most.
maybe people
Most
listening can answer this too.
That's funny.
Like, how many people have to be completely naked to use the bathroom?
That's an interesting segue.
I have a child that was that way growing up. Would only use the restroom at home and
That's
had to
funny.
get buck ass naked.
So
to
was that
use
his
it.
room that we saw?
No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't his
It's a
room.
joke,
No, it
yeah.
wasn't his room. No. No, it
As Sarah
was
said, I mean, you know how weird that would be? A bunch of guys standing at the urinals completely naked.
not.
It'd be
Would
hilarious.
they have their shoes on still? Because those floors are probably
Oh
gross.
God.
Can I do a tangent on that one? Because
Go
that's
ahead.
funny. You know,
Sure.
sometimes as parents, you have a fail. You know,
Yeah.
in raising your kids, you have a fail. And I had an epic fail when my kids finally went to the public school system.
Yeah.
Because we had homeschooled them like through the first grade,
Mm-hmm.
at least the oldest. But put them in the public school, and they go to use the public restroom in the school, and the kids are always just used to just dropping their pants and not pulling it out. You know, then just
Yeah.
so they go to the urinal at school.
Oh no.
And they just drop their pants to go to the urinal and stuff. And I had never thought about correcting that, you know.
Right.
What I mean?
You never thought.
Yeah.
it was
And
an
of course,
issue.
in school, boy, they caught that. Bam.
Like,
you
quick.
know? It's like epic fail as a parent. You failed.
So did they call you?
Say,
No, my son came home and says, "Hey, Dad, blah 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 blah."
Oh my goodness.
you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but I had one in first grade and one in kindergarten, and it happened to both of them at the same time. You know what I mean? I
Aw.
mean, early
Wow.
on, starting school, new school, and all that
Like,
stuff.
Well, that's
So, parents,
whew.
teach your son to whip it out.
Now,
Don't take
another
off all your
thing
clothes.
that I noticed, especially when I was in like kindergarten, was there were some kids that sat on the toilet backwards.
Wow.
Yeah. I know
I've
of
seen memes
someone.
about that.
Yeah,
I know of somebody.
I didn't think that was real.
yeah.
I didn't think
I can't even. You know, he was a little Puerto Rican kid named Jose.
Yeah.
I remember, like, I remember stupid stuff from when I was little.
You
But
do.
I do, and yeah, I would ask him like why, and he's like, I just always did this,
It's
and
Mexican
yeah.
style. That's how the Mexicans pee, man.
Is it really?
They're too lazy.
Oh my God, that was
Oh
racist.
man,
Chris.
Chris.
That's wrong. I'll take that out.
What's
Edit that
wrong
out.
with
Edit
you?
that out.
Edit it out.
That
It's
was
live.
That
you
was
fucker.
low hanging fruit.
Jeez.
Ah, jeez.
It was just meant for
Wah,
pure
wah,
entertainment,
wah.
and no
Where's the
Yeah.
sound effect
no
at?
Mexicans were
know.
meant to be
I don't
harmed
know what
in
that one's
the
actually
saying of
called
that
in
joke.
that particular.
I think wah wah.
Wah wah. How do you spell
You
that?
just give me a
Wah,
raspberry.
W-A-W-A.
Awkward.
I said awkward because I
Okay.
can't find
A
the other
flushing sound.
one. Wah wah wah.
Yeah.
I can do it
Oh, it's
myself.
sad trumpet.
Sad trumpet. That's
Yes.
very just. That's an interesting. I'll find it
Yep.
really quick here.
I want to hear it.
I ruined that. whole
Where's the
piece, huh?
damn sad trumpet? There's sad trombone. There's
There it
sad,
There we
is.
go.
It's a download one. I don't know why.
Go ahead. It's fine.
there
There we go. Yes.
That's
That was great.
That was-
That was worth the wait.
it was.
It was.
It was a good time.
Maybe you can edit it and it'll come quicker.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Wait, what? Is that even? I had to think that one over.
I mean, I'm sure like a
I'm not
porn
here
star
enough.
would say that, right?
Maybe.
Edit it to where he comes faster.
There
you
you
know?
go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Put it in that type of
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a break.
Already?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Or
Yeah, we're
when
gonna
you're
take
just
a
sitting in
break.
a box. I mean, whatever.
We're gonna take a break. When we get back, we're gonna have Kevin Bennett on the show,
Yay.
aka French
Woo.
accent.
French.
So keep it locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
Epic radio show.
Yes,
That was funny. Epic.
radio show.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play, and take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Hey, Epic fans, this is Jay Val. Home buying is complicated. You need someone who you can trust and has your best interest in mind and not just the size of the commission check. That someone is Jeremy Rodriguez with Russell Real Estate. Jeremy grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and a graduate from James Ford Rhodes High School in 2001. If you are looking to sell your home, searching for your next home, or if you just want to talk about the process, please feel free to contact him. As an agent who himself still resides in Cleveland, he knows the neighborhood, the schools, and the market inside out. Get in touch with Jeremy. He is happy to help you with all your needs, from helping you identify a lender to getting a moving truck and even helping you pack. Call Jeremy Rodriguez now at 216-287-1766 or email him at jeremysellsdreams@gmail.com. Find him on Facebook now. That number again is 216-287-1766.
We have Kevin Bennett, a.k.a. French Accent. Hey, welcome to the show.
Howdy, how y'all doing?
Hey, if you don't know who Kevin Bennett is, you've been on America's Got Talent season 13. You headline basically nationwide. And also, you're a writer too, right?
Yes, sir. I write novels that nobody reads and a bunch of blog content online that keeps money in the bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a bunch of SEO stuff. Puts all sorts of random facts in the craw of my noggin.
So where are you from originally?
Wyoming originally. I started doing comedy in Colorado in 2011, moved out to La La Land in 2016. But owing to the recent unpleasantness vis-a-vis COVID-19, I have come back to Wyoming in my RV to tread water until this shenaniganery passes.
Oh, yeah? I hear you actually have a roommate with you.
Yeah, my cat well, Stinky's my cat. Tarzan's the family cat here, and he's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I noticed you put that in your bio too. That was funny.
I like my kitty. You know, I'm 33, and I'd rather have a family and a successful career enough that I could support him. I don't. I got a cat, so I give her the press I can.
That's what's up. So let's talk a little bit about your persona, French Accent. How did that come to be? And obviously, you have both your eyes.
I do. French Accent is just a way to a certain extent. If you saw The Matrix, right? When they're in the Matrix, there's like this green filter over the camera, which I'm in the virtual reality world. And then when they're in the real world, it's just it's a pale veneer.
Yeah.
French Accent is kind of like that veneer to sort of help the viewer not pay attention so much to what they thought beforehand and just be able to totally get in with the comedy, because everybody's got these preconceived notions and ideas in their brain. And if you just come up there being you, everybody's kind of like, oh, it's another one of these guys telling me how to live my life and how he's so good and smart and whatnot. And they're always second guessing you. And I found that out about 9 months into comedy, and I was always trying to figure something out. The first thing I did, I got on stage and I pretended to be from Scotland. And I'll do jokes like, I love blackberries, or as I prefer to call them, wee grapes, and stuff like that. And Scotland allows you to do that thing where you just go over the top crazy and people just follow along because they don't know how to deal with it in America. We really love people with accents here. But early on, I ran into a dude who headlined with a Scottish character, and the dude was brilliant. He was hilarious. He was a jerk, and he was a liar and a con man, but he was a brilliant comedian. So very soon I realized I couldn't develop my Scottish character as far as I'd like to, because there was already an analog of that out there.
Okay.
So I had to come up with something else. So French Accent was an amalgamation of dominoes that stretched all the way back to my youngest childhood and just came together like a glove. It was a God thing, honestly, in my opinion, because it just, I didn't know what to do. And I was thinking about a new character. French Accent's an acronym. It stands for Francois, Raphael, Edgar, Norbert, Celestine, Herbert, Absalon, Quarantine, Clement, Emmanuel, Nathaniel, Telesphore. The initials which spell French Accent. And originally, it was going to be some boring bureaucrat in an office. And he would just tell the most boring stories as though he were like a pirate on the high seas or something. And it wasn't strong. But then I had to move because I was going to be a chaperone for my younger brother who was going to school away from my parents. And they needed somebody he's 9 years younger than me. They needed somebody to be there because they couldn't. And I didn't want to do it, but I prayed over it. I said, okay, I'll do it. So when I'm moving, my keyboard's leaned against the wall. The weight of the keyboard breaks the AC/DC adapter. Now, I'm a musician. I love piano. I try and play all the time. This COVID-19's messed me up because I haven't really had a chance. But right then, I lost it. And I needed to play. And I had this accordion I'd gotten about a year earlier for Christmas. And while I'm moving, I popped it out of the box. I started messing around. I love Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg, bassist in the background. He'd be like, I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to toot. And he wasn't playing it. Somebody was playing it in the background. I was like, man, I love that dynamic. Wait, what if I just do something really simple, just some simple thing that's just kind of there as a sort of, it's like that bass, but not overpowering. And then I had an eye patch because I played Snake Plissken for Halloween that year. So I threw that on and I was like, what else is French? A beret? Okay. So I threw it together and I went to an open mic and it was one of the best sets I'd ever had. And I was like, oh, I'm onto something. So I leaned into it. So I think good Lord blessed me with that act for making, because if I hadn't have made the act to do the right thing, I wouldn't have broke the keyboard. I wouldn't have picked out the accordion. I'd have probably tried to be this boring French bureaucrat with an acronym, which has some comedy, but it's not nearly as good as French Accent. So I did the right thing and I got to do French Accent, and there's more to it than that, but that's just because I was 2 years earlier, I was doing Gaston and Picasso at the La Pinagile in college. That's a Steve Martin play. And I played this dirty old Frenchman and I saw just the audience. I didn't mean to steal the show and I did. And I was very surprised by that. So anyhow, that's the quickest I can tell that story.
Gotcha. No, that's fine. Thank you. Also, like, what I find is interesting is the fact that, you were actually a skier before you became a comedian. So, like, what transition from being a skier and doing all these other things to be like, okay, I want to do comedy now? Like
a skier. Wait a minute.
You said in your, maybe you were just joking.
Oh, I was skiing down the hill pursued by Nephilim. Yeah, that is a joke, but I have snowboarded. I was shredding down the hill.
Gotcha.
I've done that. I enjoy that. I played hockey. I ice skated for a while. What that is about, I got books out. 2 are published. I got 3 or 4 in the wings nobody wants. And the 2 that are published, nobody's read because I'm not that good at marketing them. I'm working at it. I mean, I'm doing my best. It's, I'm learning cold. And that was about, I wrote that as a bio because I was watching this thing that if you don't know about the Nephilim, Google them. It's a Hebrew word meaning nephal, to fall, and it refers to fallen angels mixing their angelic extra-dimensional DNA with human women, and the result being hybrids that were the giants, mighty men of old. And it's in Genesis chapter 6 in Scripture, and a lot of people don't know about it. I find out about it. It blew my mind. So I wrote a short story about.
Is that when they talk about the giants and stuff? Is that what you're saying? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's wild stuff.
It is. Well, I found out about it in 2009, blew my mind and totally changed what I thought about these old scriptures. And so I wrote a sci-fi novel about it. Before I did the sci-fi, I just wrote that as a little bio. And some editor, I sent him a story and they're like, well, we don't like your story, but that bio, what if that were a story? And all right. So I wrote that. Nobody wanted that story either, but it's such a funny bio. I've kept it through comedy because I know people read it and they're like, what the hell is this?
Well, I really thought you were a skier. I mean, and some of it I realized was a joke, like you fully calculated pie. Maybe for lunch you calculated how many pieces of pie you were going to have. But
all of them.
Yeah. You rescued 20 damsels.
Yeah, it's a story. The story's called The Origin of Ripped McShetty, and it was accidentally prophetic. Because what happens in it is this guy's working at a call center. That was me at the time. And he's doing donations, and some rapper from Jackson, Wyoming, he messes up, and the rapper flies down to kick his ass and just kind of strut his stuff because he's an idiot rapper. And he takes him up to Jackson, and there's a film shoot with 20 dancers who are just completely airheads. Well, Kanye West lives in Jackson Hole now. I didn't know that was going to happen. I wrote the dang thing in like 2009.
Yeah.
But it was just a joke. Anyway, so in the story, the guy gets sent to Mars because it's a sci-fi thing. And I love sci-fi. And he's got to save the damsels from the evil old Nephilim. And I tried to make the scene I wrote in my bio. And it worked a little bit. Some places it didn't really work. Some places it was surprisingly accurate, like the rapper in Jackson Hole. Nobody could have predicted that.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So you got into America's Got Talent. You were on season 13. What kind of experience was that for you? And like, did losing eventually, like, did that almost like make you second guess what you were doing or what?
It was actually it was kind of a godsend. The thing was a lot of fun, actually. I learned a lot. I never expected to win. A lot of times when they put a comedian on there, that is not just for the comic to be funny. It's as levity between the more serious acts, so the judges can kind of bat them around. And that's not something they say officially. That's just something I've observed in the show. Anybody could see it if they watch the show.
Yeah.
It's a reality show, which means there's no reality to it. But I didn't know the outcome or anything. And I believed, well, if I did well enough, I might get a chance here. The show, I didn't expect to get buzzed on my first joke. But I've dealt with a lot of divey bar crowds.
Yeah.
And so in the back of my mind, my thought was, well, if they don't like my stuff, stay on here till they stick out the cane and pull me off. That was my thought.
Mm-hmm.
So it did that. I stayed on there, and it was a real blessing not to actually advance. Because if you advance far enough, because you're on a national platform, you become a commodity. And the commodity is your entertainment value, which means you don't really own it as you did before. It's kind of like that Little Rascals episodes where Alfalfa signs on with the opera guy. And the opera guy's like, I own your soul. And Alfalfa's like, no, I just want to croon. I don't want to do opera. I don't know if you've seen that, but
no, I have not. But I can imagine. Anyway. Yeah, I can imagine. Yep.
So yeah, it's not quite exactly like that, but that's an analog, a metaphor, a way of seeing it how it is. So I only did the first round, and as a result, I got a lot of exposure to local comedians and national groups, and so I do a lot of showcases now. And I was doing like 3 to 5 open mics a week. Now I'm doing 3 to 5 showcases a week. Well, except for the recent unpleasantness with the virus.
Yeah,
but some of them pay, and I'm just steadily climbing that ladder. And I don't know if you've seen my comedy outside HGT. It's more, it can be a little bit more on the nose, but it was a good thing. A lot of people were like, "Oh, you failed off America's Got Talent." Like, man, being on the show's a win.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no fail there. Yeah. So
like, what are some things that you have been doing under quarantine? Like is there something that you've been working on or like haven't had a chance to work on and now you find you have all this time to do?
Well, I came back to Wyoming with my family, and my dad and I have been building a deck for the last month, and that's been going well because I don't know anything about carpentry, so I'm learning a little bit about that.
Okay.
And I've been writing content. The content writing has dipped down by about 40 to 50%.
Gotcha.
But I'm at home with my folks now in my 30s, which is, what a great feeling that is. But they're, we get along well, and I try and pull my weight. I try and clean up. I have to watch my sister's kids a lot, my niece and nephew. Good. Well, they're entertaining kids that have a lot of potential. Sometimes they're good kids. Sometimes they're little turkeys, but they're 7 and 3, so you can't really expect much out of them. So I've been doing that, trying to clean up after them, help with the deck, write articles, and I do a few Zoom mics, which is interesting because it's a totally different dynamic. I'm not happy that I can't do live performance in front of crowds 3 to 5 times a week as I have been since 2011. But whenever there's a situation that you can't control, you kind of just got to deal with it. So I'm trying to find the silver lining wherever I can.
What do you think this has taught you as a person with all this going on?
Well, I think it's taught me that a lot of people have more faith in the media outlets than is warranted. I think what we're seeing now with this COVID-19 is there's a real, let me put it this way, there is a real issue that's being over exaggerated to the nth degree, and there are opportunists who are seizing on that, and it's bad for everybody. I'm not saying, be a risk, but at the same time, economic meltdown, if you look at the history, it tends to be a lot more serious than any pandemic globally, and that's for hundreds of years. And right now we're being sold one thing so they can slip something else past us, in my opinion, especially with the antibody test that came out. There's some data to that opinion. Gotcha. So as far as I'm concerned, we really need to be concerned about the people that are in power in this country right now. And the wise thing to do is to verify everything as much as you can and not trust any singular source on the left, on the right, or even on the fringes. What I do is I try and triangulate. I look at what people are saying on the fringes, in the mainstream, and I try and add that together in a sort of metaphysical way.
Because you figure if one person's over here, hold on, my camera. So like if one person's over here, one person's up here, whatever, you try to kind of meet them in the middle, and usually you kind of can gauge like how accurate something is. I kind of feel what you're saying with that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't trust anything as a monolith these days, because not only are people lying to us, but everything's moving so fast and loose. The people that want to tell the truth, they can't always do it because the information they're getting is faulty, but they have to go with it to be part of the conversation. So you've got to triangulate.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much about it. Did you have anything you wanted to promote or?
Yes. My album, I'm from Wyoming, obviously, by French accent. I talk like this. I do have a French accent in the album, just so you know. And you are watching me, so here's what the eye would be and the hat. So just pretend. But I'm from Wyoming, obviously, is my album. You can find it on Spotify, Amazon, anything. It's about an hour long, comedy-wise, and there's a bunch of goofy songs on there as well, because I do music. On Drupal.com, Kevin-Bennett1 is my profile. I got about 118 songs up there nobody's listened to. And my novels are Amphibian, which is still available on Amazon.com, and The Thief and the Sacrifice, there are 2 copies available from some Nevada bookstore that's selling them for $200. And I don't get any money for those, but I want the book to survive. So if anybody's interested in a wild antediluvian ride, check that
out. Terry Moore asked a question on Facebook.
Sure.
Said, have you considered doing a COVID-19 YouTube musical parody in your character? These are getting a lot of exposure.
That's a great idea.
That's a good idea. I haven't actually. I probably should look into that. I saw the one that Queen did for Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama just killed a man. I walked right by his head. He breathed in air. Now he's dead, or something like that. That's not the right lyric, but there's a parody. It was pretty good. I should look into doing something like that. I've done one musical parody since this started, and it was somebody hired me. It was the Big Pine Comedy Festival people, actually. They work with a lot of folks, and they hired me to do a parody boy band song for like an elementary school class, and I did. Instead of "I Want to Hold Your Hand" by the Beatles, I did a song about a dog eating a kid's homework, and it tasted bland, and it was okay. It was fun. They liked it, so I'm glad they liked it.
All right, well, thank you so much. How can they find you on the social webs?
I have a like page. That's French accent. Kevin Bennett is my main Facebook. On Drupal, it's Kevin Bennett. On Twitter, it's this is stupid, but it's true. It's French accent at PianoMan69. Old address, haven't changed it. For Instagram, now I didn't choose this number. It's Kevin.Bennett.969. And you can Google Kevin Bennett French accent. I just kept that because I was like, what? What else am I missing there? I said the Drupal. I said the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter.
You want Snapchat?
No. I used to do Snapchat, but there's too much shenanigans. And TikTok, everything's on a Chinese server and there's a bunch of teenage girls and I just feel weird. So I don't
feel that. Yeah, I get that.
I tried to get onto it, but I was like, every time I'd scroll, I'd be like, man, that girl is not 18. I can't do this. This is no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's about. Epstein didn't kill himself. He killed Kim Jong-un.
Gotcha. Makes sense. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it. We're about to take another break. When we get back, we're going to have a Corona Apocalypse update where a reporter had her naked husband in the background and didn't know it. Ooh. And a guy pretends to have Corona on Facebook and is arrested. We'll have crazy news a little later. So everybody, just chillax. Grab a little bit of wine. Maybe some cheese for French accent, in lieu of him being on the show. and we'll see you right after these messages.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show.
Alrighty, well,
listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Attention small business owners. Are you trying to reach thousands of engaging customers, but radio and television ads are out of your budget? Advertise with us here at Brain Baby Media. We offer low monthly payments with no contracts, no hassle, and you can cancel anytime. But why would you? With our ads on multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, your brand will reach new heights, and guess what? It's a business expense. That means you can write it off at the end of the year. So contact Epic today at theepicradioshow.com and make your business epic.
Hey ladies, if you're looking for premium makeup at a price that can't be beat, hit up Glitz and Glitter by Goldie. Glitz and Glitter by Goldie has everything you need to enhance your beauty without breaking the bank. Go to uniqueproducts.com/GoldieAlphaHell today and take advantage of the savings. Right now, there's a new beauty box for only $99, so what are you waiting for? Get to Glitz and Glitter by Goldie today at Unique, that's YOUNIQUE products.com/GoldieAlphaHell.
Want to feel like you're part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, winter hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out at www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees are only $12 and get free shipping on orders over $35. Yup, that's right, you heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35. The holidays are over, but you can still treat yourself to some great official merch for The Epic Radio Show. So hurry now to the site and get some epic gear for the new year and make 2020 epic.
And that's allowed.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show, everyone. You just heard she just said she
I don't give a fuck. I'll say it again.
It's real.
That's how it is.
It's the way it is.
That's how he lives his life.
It is.
Really, that's why I'm stuck in the box all day. Because I don't give a fuck about him. So he's like, I don't give a fuck about you either. You stay in the box.
Get your ass in there.
That's not
Get your ass in the box.
Bitch.
Get your ass in the box. I'm like, fine. Social distancing to the max.
There it
Yeah.
is. There it is.
Well, into our next topic.
To our next topic.
Speaking
It's
of
the coronavirus
distancing.
update.
ooh,
Yes.
Rona.
The
Day
corona.
564 of the coronavirus outbreak.
Here we are.
dying, man. I'm dying slowly
Yeah.
here. Somebody save
So
us.
these are a few things, well, a couple things that
A
I
couple
found
things.
Just a
that
few.
stuck out. I mean, obviously, I'm sure most of you watch the regular news.
Yes, but who gives a shit about
why-
that?
Yeah,
We've heard enough about
you
that.
know what's going on, so I'm not going to reiterate all that
all
stuff.
that stuff.
Yeah. What I am going to,
So you've dug deeper, is what you're saying.
I've dug. You have to.
You've gone behind the curtain.
Yeah,
Picked
and,
out the
and we have
fun
to.
stuff.
And the thing is, like, I dig deeper because people need to know the serious things that are happening.
There you go, man.
Like this hairstylist reporter
Yep.
that has a
Which was
naked
so
man in the background. Like we
So
dig
good.
deeper on the Epic Radio
We
Show.
need to know what's really going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is what's going on.
So this local news reporter broadcasts from her home and doesn't realize her husband is naked in the background.
Yep.
So many things have changed so fast in just a little over a month, but we're all trying to keeping on as much as possible. To that end, many of us are working from home when it previously wouldn't have been an option before. And this includes not only our favorite late night host, morning TV anchors, and daytime talk show host, but quite a few local news reporters. I'm
Mhm.
sure that figuring out where to do your broadcasting when at home can be difficult, but one reporter made an X-rated error recently that exposed her husband's full nakedness on the local news.
Full nakedness.
Honey, I can't find my socks and I'm late for work.
I'm on TV. Shut up.
I can't find my socks.
Shut up. Cutting my hair on TV, bitch.
Yeah.
So,
So, anyways, here in Sacramento, California, reporter Melinda Meza, who works for KCRA, was doing a segment from home trying to show women how to trim their own hair as they continue to avoid going to salons.
Yeah, let's just.
Yes.
If we'd only waited, the punchlines could have been so much better.
Yeah. She spoke with a couple of hairstylists via video chat about what life has been like for them recently. And then the video cut back to Meza trimming her own bangs in the bathroom of her home.
Yep.
The segment seems like it was well thought out, but I bet that Meza, her husband, and everyone who worked at KCRA would beg to differ on the point after it aired.
Yeah.
So basically, while she's trimming her hair, her husband was taking a shower,
Just doing his
got
thing.
done, walked out to, I guess, grab a towel, and you see him
Just
like,
standing in the back,
He
just
was-
naked as shit.
He was
Yep.
waiting to be next for his trim.
yeah, in all his glory.
Yeah, I
standing
guess
in the
he
mirror.
was waiting in line. That's right, Chris. He was waiting for his haircut. Oh god.
Yeah.
So this is a good time. I'm glad I found this.
Yes.
This was me.
Yep.
This
Um,
was me. I found
so-
it.
Good job, Ashley.
You know, it's funny with this type of thing because a lot of this kind of stuff has been happening.
Yeah. That's
Like,
good.
you know,
Real
whether
good.
like there's like a weatherman who his cat
He's
decided
doing like,
yeah
he does little like things with
Yeah.
his cat during the weather with his cat.
yeah because his cat ended up wanting attention, so he picked up the cat and
It's like-
continued doing
And
the
who
weather.
doesn't love the cat?
Yeah,
Come on.
or
now.
like this one news anchor, the daughter wanted attention, and all these are going viral and stuff. But then you got like things like this where like somebody's randomly naked,
Yeah.
or like
Mhm.
people are cussing in the background, or like screaming. You know,
Food fight.
yeah, like it's just ridiculous all the stuff that's been going on since COVID-19 hit.
I'm living for it though. It's a good
Yeah.
time. It's a good time for me not talking to people on like videos. So like this is like the closest I get to talking to people right now. So this is great. I'm finding everybody else embarrassing themselves. Like,
In other news, this
is how I feel about
Michael Lane Brandon.
oh yeah, this douche.
Yes.
He's got 3 names. Not good.
Nope.
That tells you everything you
Right
know.
off the bat, 3 names.
So
Mhm.
this douche decided to, I guess, tell everyone he had COVID-19 and that it was now airborne. And it stirred up quite a controversy in Texas, enough to where the local sheriff's department put out a warrant for his arrest.
Like, what a douche.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Now, he thought it was a social experiment to basically tell people, oh, you can't believe everything you
Is he
hear.
a fucking douche?
But basically
Just
that
saying.
backfired, and now he's facing jail time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
He looks
Awkward.
like the kind of guy that got beat up in high school, is what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
and that
you know
sucks
what
because-
I mean?
I was one of those. I didn't get beat up in high school, but I was picked on and ignored and all that stuff. So like, you're making us all look bad now, guy with 3 names, 3 first names.
Yeah.
Like, you're making us all look bad, us people who aren't doing stupid shit like this.
Yeah, and basically his
Come on now.
defense.
He
Basically
has a
his
defense.
Yeah, basically his defense is he wasn't meaning to stir up all this stuff. He was just basically trying to make a point
That's funny.
that you can't believe everything you hear in the news.
Marcus said, "What an
Yes.
airborne prick."
Hey, what's up, Marcus? I haven't
Yeah.
seen you on in a
Good
while.
one. Good one.
AJ Grimm.
Awesome.
Terry Moore shared a link. This is how to cut your hair now. I'll
Oh,
check that out a little
Part
later.
of me wants to check it now to
I
see
know.
what this is. I don't know. I'm kind of
I
like
don't
my
know.
sound's down, so fuck it. I'm gonna check it,
All right, you do that.
You guys continue.
Ashley, you just go.
and
Hey,
I will
Ricky
check it.
Sud
I wasn't gonna try to butcher the last. name.
Janani? I'm
Shooting
sorry.
Nanny?
That's horrible. That
I
was
wasn't
a
gonna
bad
try to
one.
That's why.
Shooting good
But-
at Annie.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for social distancing with us.
Yeah.
Keeping you fucking away from us, but watching from afar. That's
Yeah.
very
Watching
nice.
from afar.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Wash your hands
chroma
afterwards.
key is acting really cray.
Huh?
Your chroma key is acting really cray.
Yeah, I'm trying to see get an appointment with my doctor about that chroma key thing, but they're all busy, so I don't know. I'm just living with chroma key, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I'm doing.
You don't even know what that means.
Huh? I've been taking Rolaids, thinking that might help, but it's not really.
Yeah.
Chroma key, man. It's a bitch.
I mean, Terry, is this a song? 'Cause I feel like this might be like a song, but I don't want to turn the sound on.
What do you want me to say, Epic? I don't know what chroma key is, all right,
He
man? I
doesn't
don't. I really
know.
don't. I don't know what chroma
Stop
key
trying to
is,
embarrass
man.
Chris. Stop it.
What do you have for us for crazy news
I don't
today?
know. What is this one? I don't know.
She doesn't get an intro? Oh, we're
Oh.
going to do the pre-intro.
Oh yeah,
huh?
he likes these pre-intros.
I
and
like
I
this
don't
too.
particularly like it. So
And that's why
I always
he
give
does
him
it.
I always give him a hard time. That's why I'm like, I don't know. What do I have? I don't know. What is this one?
But you know what, Ashley? It makes it great when you give them a hard time like that.
Yeah.
People tune in for that.
This lady, finds an interesting way to trim her dog's nails. This mom found some interesting things in her 5-year-old's diary, which I think is interesting. Like my 6-year-old can barely he knows certain words, but I don't think he knows enough words to form sentences in a diary.
I kind of pictured it was
Like-
like a.
I don't know.
Actually, maybe it was just like with stickers, and it was like one of those games with
Oh,
this
well,
sticker plus
it's
this
very
sticker
interesting.
minus the F.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. And this one's pretty self-explanatory. A woman saved her breast implant saved her life. So
All right, cool.
yeah, we'll see how that goes in a minute.
All right.
too.
Well, then we'll start with the intro and go from there.
Yay, crazy news. I was not ready. Not ready. Crazy news. Hey, crazy news. Okay.
Okay.
So, a woman goes to extreme measures to cut dog's nails involving peanut butter on her head. So, let me try to exit out of all this extra stuff so I don't get distracted. This stupid video won't go away. If you're a dog owner, it's more than likely you'll understand the struggle that is clipping your dog's nails. Overgrown nails can be incredibly painful for dogs, so it's important to keep them trimmed to a reasonable length. So, after struggling to cut them in the past, one dog owner came up with a pretty extreme way of doing it at home, and it worked. Lynn Shelton first shared her her hack to her TikTok account. Oh, great, TikTok. I forgot TikTok was involved. With the caption, "Need help clipping your dog's nails? I got you." And she most certainly does. Not everyone's going to agree, because I've seen some conversations about this whole way after this went viral, I guess. Her hack starts by wrapping cling film around the top of her head before smearing a generous amount of peanut butter onto it. And she shows, the steps here. Shows herself doing the steps. She says, first things first, you got to get the saran wrap. Next, you get your peanut butter and you smear it all on the saran wrap. And then she tells viewers not to worry, as the peanut butter that she's using doesn't contain anything that will, be harmful to dogs. Because, got to be safe, when you're smearing peanut butter on your fucking head for your dog. After receiving nearly 500,000 views, she shared the video to her Twitter, and she has racked up an enormous 2.6 million on there. At this point, she catches the attention of the man in the background who says, "What are you doing?" There's a guy just randomly judging her, like, who lives with her, I guess. That's funny. Let's see if there's any more to this. The video then cuts to a clip of Lindsay effortlessly cutting her dog's nails on the floor as he licks the peanut butter off her head. And despite looking slightly odd, it is indeed a genius idea. Her dog didn't flinch or move at all. One person commented, "Yes, sis, a woman ahead of her time." Now, another said, "Best thing I've ever seen. You're a genius, yada, yada, yada." And I think that's pretty much the end of the thing. But I've seen a lot of people argue that this is pretty dangerous to do because dogs can bite. And if you're close, if that dog, well, you didn't let me finish. You guys just started laughing as soon as I said that, because dogs can bite, but that's kind of how their posts and their rants start. If a dog is that close to your face, the dog can bite you in the face, and you don't want that. And so
obviously you should do this to maybe your own animal and not other people's dogs.
So I'm just saying, there's been things said about,
puppy,
some of these people are retarded. I'm
so
just
it's
saying.
like,
Here, Velociraptor.
Velociraptor. Here, Velociraptor.
Yeah.
So that's
now, what if you're a guy? Where do you put the peanut butter?
On your balls, obviously. So,
and then you don't have to worry about cutting the dog's nails.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, oh, this is different. Okay.
I saw this video. It is incredibly ingenious of this woman, and this is the type of woman I need in my life.
Yeah. This is a very smart, educated.
Yeah, I love it.
Has some saran wrap available and peanut butter on the ready.
I love it. I love it.
Gotta have everything.
Plus, she knows she likes things on her head.
Creamy things.
But you gotta put the saran wrap first. You can't
I wouldn't give a shit.
But what if she's uncomfortable?
Just makes it a little bit kinkier.
Yeah. Let's get that saran wrap
plastic wrap. Bring it on out, baby.
Like, all right, let's wrap you up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap her head up. That's a different way to put it, right?
Yeah.
It's still her head though, which is kind of funny. It's like, was this the whole joke the whole time?
Before you tap it.
Was anything?
I just think she's super creative. I think it's
awesome. Very interesting.
Marcus said peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
You really went there with it.
Well, that's what it's.
I know, but you just sold it too. That's probably how exactly he meant it.
That's exactly because we're on the same.
We're
wavelength.
vibing, okay?
We're vibing.
We vibe.
We are brothers from another mother and a different pappy.
I wish Kara was on your face when you said that. Not mine. All they saw was my reaction. All right, it did. Moving along here.
Something should have been said, but nothing was.
Oh, God. So a mom left mortified after finding sex positions in 5-year-old's Frozen 2 diary. So that's what I'm saying is, it's like, okay, I don't know. I'll get to that in a minute. So a mom was completely shocked after she found X-rated content inside her young daughter's Frozen 2 diary. What does this 5-year-old have to write about? Kindergarten was such a mess today. I couldn't find the blue crayon, and then I found out that Bobby took it, and then me and him got. I can't imagine what this little 5-year-old could be writing in her diary. I guess life is hard when you're 5.
I agree.
Life's rough.
I absolutely
You don't
agree.
understand what the fuck's going on. Everyone's just telling you to stay in the house now. You can't go play with other kids. Can't go to the park. It's like, what's going on? What is actually? That's
you
probably
can't
why.
read about sex positions anymore.
Right.
Apparently,
your mom gets really upset when you're just curious. Like, I'm 5. Like, what am I getting? You gotta let me be exposed to this type of stuff. It's gonna happen eventually. No.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the point. I'm just thinking, like, obviously this must have just been for her to like draw in or something, right? Because
I guess
I don't know. But then why didn't she just?
Like, how well does she write?
That's what I'm saying. How well educated? How is this 5-year-old Ryan?
Obviously,
I don't know.
Ashley, she's a child prodigy.
Obviously, because she must be writing really very so many thoughts, so much words.
She's interpreting the Karma Sutra, is what she's doing. You see.
Okay, so I'll continue on here. Instead of like just saying, "What does this 5-year-old have to write about?"
Corey said the baby walked in on her parents in a moment.
Oh, maybe she saw that Pornhub version of Frozen.
Well, I think you need to explain exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm just sitting there questioning why a 5-year-old needs a diary. But
yeah.
Tony Alamos, 25, explained that she had purchased the book at Kmart in Brisbane for her daughter Millie's 5th birthday.
That means she was getting it on when she was 20.
Or 19.
Or 19. That's right.
Yeah, baby.
Well, it's like, why?
I don't know what the
reaction was.
I don't know. We're so weird.
Get some of that frozen sugar.
Like, what? But when Millie had showed the book to her aunt, they found a checklist of sex toys and sex positions inside, and the parent was left feeling horrified. The mom explained, "You don't check this stuff. You kind of just assume if this is in a kids section, like it's gonna be what the fuck it is."
Yeah.
She didn't say that, but I did.
Now let's dive in a little deeper with this.
Oh, we're diving in.
I want to make this clear. So the child did not create this.
Yes, the child did not create this.
This was printed
in the book
as a checklist, and I read some of these things.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can
pull it up. I can see a page from it. It says position 69, anal sex, cowgirl, doggy style, kneeling head, missionary, oral sex, seesaw, standing behind.
Yes.
And then the
I'm
sex
so
toys.
disappointed.
Oh, wow.
There's no stepsister in
There's
there.
no stepsister? God damn it. No.
Come on, get with it.
Sex toys, anal beads, Benoit balls. I'm not sure what the fuck that is. Blindfold, butt plug, dildo, double dong, furry plug, handcuffs, massager.
They found our diary.
Oh no!
God.
So those are just some of the things that are listed in there. Thankfully, the 5-year-old has not been able to read the explicit content. Obviously, she just started preschool, so she has no idea what these things are saying. It all looks just like a foreign language to her. What?
Terry Moore said, "Pardon me while I pull this up."
She also said her brother had accidentally bought the same diary for her daughter's birthday, but it didn't have the same stuff in it.
Oh.
So this was obviously just
a misprint.
A real bad misprint,
yeah.
Obviously.
Like, that just tells you that wherever these things are printed, like, multiple things are being printed at these places, you know?
It's...
So this is a reflection upon quality control there, you know? I mean,
just like
somebody...
So the same place you get a Frozen 2 diary for little kids, it's the same place where you get
porn store ordering.
Yes.
They said, the mother said they did try and replace it, but she said she would just keep it for the laughs. So... I think she's keeping it for other reasons, but
yeah, I think she's making a list.
Hey, this is an interesting list. I gotta get into this. So, Kmart responded with, they said, "Our customers are at the heart of everything we do here at Kmart, and our teams are committed to delivering great quality products at everyday low prices everyone can enjoy. They are really upset that this happened. They're embarrassed."
Wait. This is from Kmart?
Yeah.
There's some that exist?
Yeah, somewhere out here.
What?
Like,
I think they did it as a media ploy to get themselves back in the news.
Get some recognition.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still out here.
So they're they're taking all the items off the shelf and kind of double checking this shit because they don't want this to keep happening. Yeah, that's what I said. Just for the laughs, Mom. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. You had a kid at like 1920. We got you.
You're
into some
super
stuff. It's
freak.
cool.
Yeah.
You're interested.
I think it was
It's
her
fine.
diary.
I know. She's like, oh, this one was for me. Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. Like, I meant to get one for her and one for me once I saw what was inside, but got caught. She got found out.
She did. Had to blame it on
Oh,
Kmart.
well, Kmart. Like,
Gotcha.
Kmart. So the next one here.
Yep.
Woman saved after breast implant deflected bullet away from her heart.
Bam.
Bam! That's what the bullet said, too. Bam!
So somebody shot her in the chest and the implant caught the bullet.
Good morning, Eliza.
Hey, Eliza.
Did it
I don't
catch it
know.
or did it bounce? Did it ricochet?
No, it's inside the
It's
implant.
inside.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
That's insane.
A
So-
bullet buster, huh?
It's a woman was saved from death by her breast implants
Do you
after
feel
they
that lump in my breast?
deflected a bullet when she was shot in the chest. 30-year-old
So it deflected
woman.
it?
That's what it said. I'm gonna get more into it and see.
I could have swore I saw it inside.
Well, I'm gonna read.
All right, my bad.
Let me read.
Let's just see the tits.
Damn. Well, there is a picture,
There
but
is a
the
picture.
nipples are, it's like a big black.
They're
Oh, I found one
pixelated.
without it.
Oh,
But I'm not going to.
why did you find one without it on purpose? What's wrong
I didn't
with
find it on purpose.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You're a fucking liar.
Ashley, he did it for me because he
He
knew
did
Chris
not
would
do
need
it
to
for
see.
you. He did it for himself.
He knew
He's
that
sick.
Chris would need to see the unpixelated nipples. That's why.
You know what,
he
Chris?
knew
You could have done that yourself. You're a grown man.
True.
He did it
True.
for himself.
I
And
don't
Corey
know.
said we could just put the show on Pornhub.
it.
We can do that.
We can do that.
It's about the only place we aren't, actually.
Sarah said, "Let it go, let it go."
Thank you, Sarah. I didn't get to it. I couldn't think of a place to add that, so thank you for just saying it.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus said, shout out, it's my daughter's 22nd birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday. We don't know
Marcus' daughter.
Marcus's
that you
daughter.
Gave
Woo!
no name.
Happy
to-
birthday, female Marcus.
But it's her birthday, so.
Can you imagine that, a female Marcus?
22.
22.
22.
22.
Put 22s on it. I don't know.
A double deuce, huh?
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to read the story to clarify what, you were.
What's your daughter's name, Marcus?
Yeah,
so we
if
could
you don't
actually
mind.
say her name and not be weird.
She's medium rare, Marcus.
Yeah.
medium rare?
She's not
Marcus.
quite medium yet.
Oh, God.
It wasn't that good.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Watch him not answer.
He's
Well,
not.
fuck
He's
y'all
like, fuck
now.
you, Chris.
I hate you, Chris. You suck.
It's like, I haven't heard that before in my life.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
God.
That's new.
I was married.
Oh, Elijah said my Dashend is 10 today. Reese Cup. That's a cute name.
Oh,
That's a cute name. Oh, they
Yeah.
share a birthday. How
Aw.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I love when things share people and animals share
weenie
birthdays.
dogs.
I
Yeah.
love it. Okay, so back to the
Back
story.
to the boobies.
Back to the story, finally. So the 30-year-old woman who has not been named was walking down the street in Canada when she was shot.
You know, I did hear this song, the Smashing
Oh, did you hear a
Pumpkins.
song?
Yeah, it said "Booby with butterfly wings." Is that what it was?
Is that what it's called? Is it? She only realized she had been shot when she felt pain and heat in her chest and saw blood when she looked down. So, literally, this implant, saved her.
Yeah.
She didn't even notice until she was like, oh, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on? Just that's how periods happen, too. Actually, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, the victim then was treated at the McLean Clinic in Ontario, where she had her implants removed. The report,
Both of them?
I don't know. It just
Oh,
says the implants, so maybe both, maybe just one. Maybe
That's
they're,
Why
I
did
don't
they
know.
remove both?
The
Now she's
death.
gonna be all lopsided and
The
shit.
death of
If
the
you want her to,
boobies.
if they remove just one, she'll be lopsided, So it's like, I don't know.
No, now she
Maybe they
loses
want her to
both
be
of them?
even.
Why,
Maybe
why
they'll
didn't they
fix
just
it
replace
later.
it?
Maybe they'll fix it later. She was just fucking shot in the implant. Why don't you shut up? Shit.
I'm glad she survived. though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad her implant saved her life.
I always wonder though when women with fake
Shit.
do fake tits go to heaven?
I don't know.
I hope
You would
so,
think they
man.
go to hell.
I mean,
don't
possibly.
know.
I
I
guess
hope.
it depends on what you used them for.
I mean, if a woman gets fake breasts that are larger, do they?
Now, if
does
she
get 'em
used
with them?
them for the betterment of mankind,
Betterment of mankind. Then
but
maybe
if
they
she
go to heaven.
flaunted
Maybe.
it and didn't do anything. She just
these ones are going to heaven.
Yeah.
They saved her life.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know,
Yeah.
because if there's no augmented boobies in heaven, is it really?
Jay
worth
said
it?
tits of steel.
That's right. That's right. That's their new nickname.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah.
The report added the only additional injuries she had was a fractured rib, which for being shot, that's pretty good. During surgery, surgeons removed the woman's left breast implant and found a bullet track, which aligned with the entry wound, but no bullet. They later examined the right implant and found it had been flipped upside down, and the dome of the implant was damaged, and the bullet was located beneath the woman's right breast in her chest.
Oh wow! So it didn't even go through.
Nope, it just like blah blah blah.
Well, why did they
bounced around.
remove it then?
Well, I'm getting to the
Obviously,
rest of the story.
they're pretty
Why
good
do you keep
implants.
asking questions when I
Because
haven't
I'm
finished the
upset.
story? I'm upset too. I know you're just upset because it's an implant that got disrupted. I
I
understand.
just want to see the pictures.
I just want to see the pictures. Chris is like, I'm not even in this argument.
I'm gonna try to find one.
Then they removed the
Of the
bullet and gave
boobies.
it to the police so it could be forensically examined. Photographs taken by
They
the
caught one of
surgeon
the policemen
show
sucking on it.
where the bullet went through the left implant and landed in her right implant. The doctor said the woman's left breast implant subsequently must have deflected the bullet from her heart and saved her life.
Dang.
Dang, she got lucky. Because, like,
That's
dang.
some superpower right there. man.
Yeah.
That's just fun.
Let's
some
see if I can
fucking
find
luck.
it.
On the Avengers, man.
He
She's an
said,
Avenger.
he said, what? Jay said, what size double D? LOL. It doesn't give me that information, so I guess that's up to speculation here. They were pretty big, though.
She's just hurling
So,
them things around.
Would it be considered a booby trap?
They kind of did. They were for that bullet, though. Clinical examination revealed a comfortable patient in no distress with a single entry wound in the superior pole of the left breast based on trajectory of bullet entry. Clinically, in evaluation, the only source of bullet deflection of the bullet is the left breast implant. That was a lot of words I just said.
Yes,
I don't know what the fuck I just said. Basically, it came in this way and it got lodged in this way. That's basically what happened. So it saved her life. Yay!
So Marcus said this just in: Trump orders all women to get implants.
You know what?
Actually, that would probably be about right.
For Trump to say that? Yes.
Yeah. Eliza said, sounds like something Mythbusters.
We need to investigate.
Mythbusters will need to investigate.
I think this is it.
I said that really weird.
That's
the first
okay.
time.
And then the firearm was never recovered. The gunman was not found. Also,
What's that?
the person who shot her wasn't found,
Oh,
and the weapon wasn't either.
Ashley, does it at
That
any point
monster!
say what the caliber of the weapon
No.
was?
No.
No.
It was a BB gun.
The case is one of the only
is
5
fake
incidents where
news.
patients' implants have blocked bullets.
Mhm.
Wow.
So this is very rare. So
Cool.
she was very lucky.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
lucky.
blessed. Very blessed woman.
Blessed.
Yes.
Blessed.
So
woman.
blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Blessed to have big breasts
Yeah.
that can easily be repaired and
That save your life.
and then
Yeah.
protect her from
And that's it for crazy news?
Yes, it is.
All right. Thank
Mm.
you.
No problem.
and no
Um,
pictures.
It's a great
We
time.
are going. We're going to take a break.
We're gonna take a break
And
now.
look for pictures. That's what we're gonna do. Honestly,
Awesome. When we get back, we're going to talk
Look
about
Other stuff.
how Genealogy solved a murder from 1963.
I don't even.
And
know
then
what
we're
that
going to
is.
have say
But they're
what
not
for
implants,
Chris?
Marcus.
What's that?
He said, I have man boobs. I'm safe. I'm like, but they're not implants, so
They
you're
weren't-
not safe. You're not safe.
No.
No.
Okay.
Is there such a thing as implanted man boobs?
I don't know.
That's
I'd love
not
to fucking
sure.
find out.
That's
I'm gonna search it.
weird. She is.
Okay. Well,
We don't need
we'll,
any
we'll
pictures
find out
for
a little
that,
bit
though.
more
Are you
about
sure no
that after
pictures
the
for
break.
that?
Pictures
We're going
Okay.
to go on break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
after they slap me here.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Hey, Epic fans, this is Jay Val. Home buying is complicated. You need someone who you can trust and has your best interest in mind and not just the size of the commission check. That someone is Jeremy Rodriguez with Russell Real Estate. Jeremy grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and a graduate from James Ford Rhodes High School in 2001. If you are looking to sell your home, searching for your next home, or if you just want to talk about the process, please feel free to contact him. As an agent who himself still resides in Cleveland, he knows the neighborhood, the schools, and the market inside out. Get in touch with Jeremy. He is happy to help you with all your needs, from helping you identify a lender to getting a moving truck and even helping you pack. Call Jeremy Rodriguez now at 216-287-1766 or email him at jeremysellsdreams@gmail.com. Find him on Facebook now. That number again is 216-287-1766.
That's a short commercial
That was
break.
the shortest break ever.
Oh
by the
Well,
way.
we don't have Chris Kettler's Funny Noises production.
And I need to answer the question that I was looking up during the break.
So she
Yes.
looked up if males get breast implants.
And yes, they can. Technically, if you want a more masculine chest, you have to go with pectoral implants. But if you want the feminine look, the regular implants that'll work.
Awesome.
But men seek it. They do seek, to look either more manly or more feminine. So either way you go, you can get that figured out.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
No problem. Just in case anyone was curious.
Weird.
Yeah. And our next topic.
We got another topic.
We have lots of topics.
Keep rolling. Here we go.
So apparently,
Hey, David. It says he was watching. So
hey, David. Now let me do something real quick. Okay,
Hi,
now we're good.
David.
what are you doing?
So apparently, Genealogy helped solve a 1963 Colorado murder of Peggy Beck.
Da-dum.
Yes.
Wasn't the one
murder
I wanted, but that's okay.
Her murder went unsolved for more than 50 years. Now investigators say they've identified her killer as James Raymond Taylor, thanks to genealogy.
Three-namer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. In a news conference on Thursday, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office said an arrest warrant had been issued for James Raymond Taylor, born December 22nd, 1939. Investigators have not been able to locate him, though.
Since when?
Because he's in the dirt.
Since 1960.
It's like
Well, actually, no. Since 1976.
since 1976.
Yes.
They tested in
This
76.
motherfucker
Yes.
has been just dropped off the face of the goddamn earth since 1976. It is 2020.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
He was my age when he disappeared, and he is now 80.
He is 80. What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's the investigator said we have no idea where he's at. They said they lived in Colorado in 1960, in the early 1960s, and worked at a TV repair shop in Edgewater. It's not clear when he left Colorado. Taylor was last seen in Las Vegas in 1976. There are no recent photos of Taylor available. Investigators say Peggy was excited to go to Girl Scout counselor's camp in August 1968. She'd been a scout for years, but it was her first time doing a camp, going to camp as a counselor. On one of the last days of camp, she didn't show up for breakfast. Her tent mate went to check on her and found Peggy's body inside.
So sad.
Investigators read a statement from Peggy's family at the news conference on Thursday. She was loving and protective of her family and will cherish the memories we have of her forever. This is believed to be the oldest case solved using genealogy. If the suspect is still alive, he would be 81 years old.
This 81-year-old son of a bitch.
So check the coronavirus hospitals for this guy. That's where you're going to find him.
Check the nursing homes.
So how this was done, in 2007, a John Doe DNA profile was created from evidence originally collected from the crime scene. And the profile was entered into the Combined DNA Index System, CODIS for short. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office stated in June 2019, a more comprehensive profile was created and submitted for investigative genetic genealogy testing. The resulting investigation into leads gained from the testing led to the identity of Peggy's killer. This is not the first cold case Colorado investigators have solved using genetic genealogy. Last year, they actually said that Carol Baskin did that shit. I'm
Carol
joking.
fucking Baskin. That
No, last year the
motherfucker.
Douglas County Sheriff's Office announced the suspect in 1980 homicide of Helene Przinski had been identified using genetic genealogy. Yeah.
But
So-
this motherfucker, missing since 76.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where are you, you motherfucker? You killed a 16-year-old girl. What the fuck?
You know what's a little odd when I was reading that story, and it kind of threw me off, was it said it was from 1963, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it said in the article, where was this at?
Where was this at?
Hold on.
63. Yeah, she was a
She
scout.
was- hold on, yeah,
Going to
hold on.
camp.
No, see, it said investigators say
16.
Peggy was excited to go to Girl Scouts counselors camp in August 1968. So how the fuck?
Well, it was probably an upcoming like jamboree thing that was coming in the year.
5 years later?
5 years in the few. Yeah, down the road.
Then
'Cause she was
that
killed in 63,
it
but
threw
she
me
was
off for
looking
the rest of the
forward.
article, though.
She
It was
Me and you read a different article. I read a different article yesterday.
yeah, it was.
It never
poorly
mentioned
written.
that. So maybe they got like. I'm gonna look it up now.
You do that. Look it up.
Yeah.
I think though they had the some big event in '68. She was looking forward to.
5
It was
years though.
It was foreshadowing, forecasting. You know?
I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
so. That I think
might have been a slow news day.
what I'm thinking is possibly they mistyped that. It was probably meant to say 63.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Maybe.
I would say.
That's what I'm thinking. Like they probably
Because
messed
that didn't
up
make
somewhere.
sense.
Right.
Girl Scouts, she's planning on being Girl Scouts for the next 5 fucking years.
Yeah. No.
Like,
She
yeah,
was
no?
what, 16? That would have made her what,
21. Yeah, she would
Yeah,
have
it
been
says-
21.
Yeah,
DNA
in the
testing
Girl Scouts,
identified.
really?
Yeah,
Go
I don't think so.
away.
You're-
No, hell
I think
no.
you're absolutely right. I think there's a typo. That's a good point there.
Yeah, I just had to make
Yeah.
sure though. Like that's why like throughout that article I was just like I was thinking it was throwing me off, man. I
I'm
was
trying to find a fucking article that won't.
Unless
all
she's
these
role
pop-ups.
playing. Maybe she's role
Unless
playing.
she's role-playing.
It could
Thank
be
you,
role
Chris.
play. You know, Girl Scout.
What the fuck does that mean, Chris?
And I have no problem with that as long as she's got Thin Mints with her
Unsolved
too.
for
You
more than
know,
50 years, and then James
I like my
Raymond
Girl Scout
Taylor
role
thinks
players to
she's
have
genetic.
Thin Mints.
I love Thin Mints.
Yeah.
And a news conference on.
Hey, we
Thursday,
hit 100 comments
Yeah, we
already.
did.
I stay away from Girl Scouts. They scare me because they got that little patch on their sash that goes across. It
Yeah.
says "Connect with a
Jeez.
Girl Scout."
All these
member."
comments.
If I connect with a Girl Scout, oh my god,
It's gonna be a bad
It's
time.
not good. No.
We have no idea where he's at.
Let's
This
see.
He was
Oh,
last
we're gonna do
seen
comments.
in Las Vegas in 1976.
Terry Moore
Fuck
said I
him.
need to use my other account in order to make my comments. That's
I think because we were at the breast implant one. So,
yeah.
so I think that's
Marcus said use boob implant and a pack of lube 2 for $20.
fucking Marcus.
He's
He
always
said half used jar of peanut butter and 2 Shih Tzus 2 for $20.
Marcus.
Jay said
Two
The Rock
Shih
did.
Tzus.
I don't know what that was.
When one Shih Tzu isn't
Pectoral
enough.
implants,
Marcus
maybe?
said James Taylor what? And then Marcus said 76 was a good year, 42 years ago.
It was a
Yay,
damn good year.
comment.
That was the bicentennial year, 76.
We were not
Yeah.
alive at that time.
Yeah, I remember it well,
Um,
man. I won the
No recent
I
photos.
won the
of
pet
Taylor
contest in my little
Burgess,
city
like,
growing
Peggy
up
was
there.
excited
Yeah.
to go to camp. No.
for the
I think I'm reading the
bicentennial
same one you read.
celebration.
Yeah. The investigators say Peggy was excited to go to Girl Scout counselors camp in August 1968. Well, maybe like
You know what I'm
no.
saying? That's
Well, I'm
kinda
thinking
weird.
she had been a scout for years. But it was her first time going to camp as a counselor. Maybe like
Ashley's gonna figure this out.
I'm not gonna necessarily figure this out, but I'm just thinking. I mean, kind of what Chris said. Maybe she was like, because this was the first year it said she was going as a counselor.
Foreshadowing.
So maybe she was like, that's what she was like going for, like to be a counselor at the camp. Maybe like
Possibly,
a future
but
job.
it just wasn't written very well.
Yeah, I know it was kind of
It
written
was a
in
little
confusing way.
It was written very confusing.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's what she wanted to do, But then obviously she couldn't because she was fucking killed by this motherfucker who hasn't been seen since 1976. Fucking asshole.
Did you pick this on purpose? So
No, he just sent this to me and I read it yesterday and then I'm like, fuck him.
And he's like, okay, we're going to talk about this on the show.
We'll talk about this, yeah. She's very angry about this because she was 16. What the fuck? And then he hasn't been seen since 1976 in Las Vegas. Fuck him. I hope he got fucking murdered. Like, fuck this guy. I hope he got done the same thing that he did to her. Fuck him. She was 16.
Yeah.
Fuck this. He was 24 when she was 16, okay?
Yep.
I want to put that in perspective. He was fucking 24.
Yep.
Being a fucking
And he disappeared
asshole.
when he was 37.
Yeah, and he disappeared when he was 37. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
All right. On that note, I think we're going into our next thing.
Bam!
We have Say What with Chris Kettler.
Say what?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
No, I am not ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We're going to do this, though.
Yep.
We're still gonna do. Say what?
All right, here we go. So if you guys are joining us with the sound on now, because I'm a little dummy.
A dumbass.
So how this works is we have 5 words that we're going to give Chris. They are slang terms. You can look them up or play along, whatever you want to do. And Chris has to guess the meaning of them. Now, he could possibly know it. That's the fun. We're going to see how hip he is.
See how hip Chris is.
And we'll get started. So the first word for Chris is cap. What do you think that means, Chris?
Cap. That's an easy one, man. You're talking about the gangster term. Did you give me a gimme? Is that what you did? Is
No.
this a gimme?
No.
Putting like a cap in the ass kind of thing? Is that what we're talking about? Using it in a sentence? Or am I way off? Is
You're
it old
way
school?
off.
Way off.
Yeah, that's old school,
That's
man.
old-
That's
that's
not
old
what it
school.
means now.
No, that's not what the kids are doing today, huh?
No.
A cap.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, is that your final answer?
No, because that's old school. That's not it. You already told me that. So,
Yeah.
I know that's not the answer. So, I know that's not the. So, why would I give you that as my answer?
Why would he just go with it when you said wrong?
Because why not?
Because why not?
Cap. Yeah, what are the kids doing for cap? It's a drug reference, man, is what it is. It's a drug reference that the young kids are using when they're doing that dab shit, man. So,
That dab shit.
That dab shit. So, bam. They sometimes do this and say cap. Bam. That's the way it is right there.
I think
It's like this cap.
No, that's
It's on
dab.
the streets. It's everywhere, man. It's,
Well,
no.
don't correct him.
This is the point
gotta let
2.
him.
This is
Jesus.
the point 2. All right. It's on
gotta
the
let him
streets.
do
I
this.
seen it on the streets, man. I'm telling you, it's out there.
You sounded like a strung out guy on heroin.
He just did it. That's so
I just
great.
saw it in the streets,
Doing
man.
And they're out there. And
Yeah.
they're doing it like this. It's,
Need that stuff. Like
yeah. Bam.
this is completely off subject.
We need to get back
But
on track here.
but Sesame Street,
Sesame Street.
it's full of nothing but drug addicts.
Oh my god.
I mean,
yeah, it's rough
see,
out there, man.
Big Bird's cracked out. Snuffleupagus is on heroin.
Right, yeah. He needs a bath and a shave, man.
You got a homeless guy,
Living in a trash can
Yeah.
thing, so.
Awesome.
and then a gay dude with a cape on and vampire things on.
What?
He likes to count.
Oh, the count.
And then, then the gay roommates, Bert and Ernie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're not gay.
Yeah.
They could be.
That could be.
They're not gay.
Anyways,
What's the
so the
definition?
first definition, to cap,
To cap. It's
to
a verse.
lie or say something false.
Oh.
So, like, if you say
So
something.
I was capping.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were
you
capping.
I was popping a cap. Bam!
In a different sense, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Being a little liar over there.
I can work it though, man. I may not know what the hell I'm in, but I can work
But he had, I'm
I
sure there's
worked that
someone
cat.
out there that believed him, was like, yeah, that's exactly
it. Yeah,
what
just
that
do it
means.
with me, folks. Bam.
Yeah, just do it with him.
Do
at
it with
home.
me. Hang with me at home, folks. We're gonna make it through this. It's all gonna
Yep.
be all right.
All right. And our second word for you is retweet.
Oh, well, this is the gimme then. This
Is
is
it?
my gimme. Is this
Is
the,
it?
Is it a gimme? The retweet?
Well, what does it mean?
Well, when you take somebody's tweet and then you it.
You re it.
You re it. What do you know, right?
I love it. You read it.
You took somebody's tweet and
I'm gonna
you
start
just,
saying
you
that.
Re it.
You just read it.
Well,
That's
what
all.
else do you call that when you do that? It's got
You
that
re
little
it,
button.
duh.
It's the Rhea button. You push the Rhea button and the tweet Rheas.
I gotta clap again.
Right?
That's
Am I
awesome.
no? It's a retweet. I mean, it's when you're sharing somebody's tweet.
I feel like he's like half there. Like he. I think he's
A retweet.
he's reading it.
I'm
You know,
reading it.
the
You-
way that you would read something.
And I would say that is wrong.
I
No,
say
it's
you
a
get half
retweet.
credit.
That
I
is-
give him half credit
It's a
for that.
I'm not giving him.
I give him half credit.
No,
Oh.
because
Fuck
this
Tom.
isn't.
Fuck you. He gets half credit.
Thank you, Ashley.
God damn
I
it.
knew I was getting my half credit.
So,
baby.
the definition for retweet has nothing to do with Twitter. It's to agree with
You
someone.
get half credit because retweeting is. But
It's
the
the whole
reading it
point.
means you agree, which means you're reposting it or resharing it or retweeting it, which means you agree.
I get that, but in this sense, we're not talking about Twitter.
credit.
That's the whole point of it being a slang.
Half credit. Getting that half credit.
I'm taking
Whatever.
it. I'm taking my half
Okay,
credit.
whatever.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Next.
All right. So, clout is the next word.
Okay. This one I know because this is I've seen this one used and stuff. Because we got a little of this, man. We got a little clout, don't we?
We can't tell you.
No, we do because I know what this one is. I know.
Well, what does it mean?
I know what this one's about. This is when you got like a presence and influence. People are watching what you're doing and stuff. People might even emulate some of the stuff you're doing. You got the clout and stuff, which isn't really too far off from what it really means.
Good job.
No, there you go. Yep.
Fame, influence, power, money, style, etc., etc.
Yes.
Good job, Chris.
Here's one that
So
I
I got
didn't even know.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5.
Actually, Corey said he gets full credit.
Yeah, Corey said
Yeah.
you get full credit.
Oh,
See?
thank you, Corey. You're my new best friend. I'll make sure to get you a Christmas card. man.
Jay Grimm said kids slang these days are stupid.
I know. Oh my god. Ugh, God, I'm like, I hear like Skylar and Emily saying shit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, ew, this is gross.
Yeah.
This
So
is
the next
good.
one
Yeah, this one's
is more of a
interesting.
phrase.
Yeah.
A
but-
And I oop.
and
Oh, I thought these were like the young hip ones and stuff. This is a geriatric hip term that you're going to see in the nursing homes and stuff. I have used this phrase before. I oops basically means, well, I shit my pants. That's what it is. I left the pens at home, honey. I ooped. I don't know. I think this is kind of the converse of the one earlier, the cap, where you were, or not cap, but the retweet. This is the opposite of retweet, where you were in agreement. This one, I'm going to say, is you're not in agreement with this person, with what's going down here and stuff.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final
Okay.
answer. It's just, you're not good with this.
And you were wrong.
Of
Aw.
course.
It can be
On both
used to
accounts.
express shock, surprise, or embarrassment. There's actually a song.
Well,
that
that's
goes
not
with
much
this, yeah.
different, really, than shitting your pants. Surprise, shock, or embarrassment, right?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think I
I
can
get
get-
that, but you didn't really. I mean, you just said shit in your pants. You didn't. You didn't express.
I didn't emote with
Yes.
with that
Yes.
with the filling of the denim, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, next time.
Yep.
Now you know.
And the final one.
Wow.
And I hope that the if nothing else with the show, hopefully you, Chris, and the viewers / listeners, you could take something away from this.
And just really
just learn,
but don't fucking use these words. But when you're talking to a young person, you can surprise the shit out of them. Use it correctly, and they'll be like,
you know,
they won't even know what to say. They'll be like, oop.
Don't be
the
me,
best
kid.
part of doing this, like learning these terms, is using them around the teenage daughters and them being like, okay, this
isn't cool anymore.
This isn't cool anymore.
Yeah,
we ruin words for them. Yes.
It's great. And they're all stupid words, so I like to ruin them.
Okay, so the last one, Chris.
One more.
Yep. Last one for you is wig.
I need this one.
Wig.
Yeah. You know what? I've seen some younger people using this word, and I know a little bit about this word because this word, I kind of figured it out because it's what a wig does is what this word's about, I think. What the wig does is it hides or conceals the problem. And when somebody calls you out that you're doing the wig thing, it means you're kind of like, it's not the way it looks. It's not genuine and stuff.
And stuff. I like his and stuff.
And stuff. And that's everything that I didn't say that I should have said means in stuff. No, it's like when but it's not real. It's not genuine. It's hiding something. And all that kind of stuff. So
okay, so that's absolutely wrong.
Oh,
sorry, Chris.
No, that's not. That's
the So the actual definition is a reaction to something unbelievable / amazing. Could also mean your wig is gone.
Your wig is gone.
Yep. So, like, when someone's wigging out over something.
They're bugging. We see, wigging out,
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense.
Okay, so you got 1.5, right?
Yay.
Out of 5, so you failed.
Yeah, you failed, but that's okay.
Failed miserably.
It's not really a test. You're not getting a grade. So
not getting a grade.
He always likes to grade people.
But you don't get the clout. You don't get the clout.
Yeah, I'm just going home and drink
and we're not going to wig out over that performance. And you shouldn't oop over it.
That was silly.
But don't cap and say you did very well.
Did really well. Yeah.
Okay.
It's out there for everybody to see now.
All right. So with that being said.
Yeah, good job, Chris.
Thank you. I did my best.
Yeah.
Which wasn't enough, apparently.
That's okay. That just means you don't know, like, all these annoying words that all these kids know.
Sarah actually got it right. Does it mean to freak out? Kind of. Yeah, freak out.
That's what it meant in our day. That's why I would have never gone with that.
Right, you were trying to think of something different.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. That was what it meant in my day.
Terry said Wig has a candidate to vote for in November.
That's what
That's an old school, Wig party.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break.
Little break.
If you do miss the episode today and you want to catch up, sometime after the show, we do get this on iHeartRadio.
Yep.
We're on Apple. We're on Google Podcast. Anchor. Also, if you enjoy what you see here, you can always go.
God, why would you?
If you enjoy the content. Shut up.
Just questioning. Why would you enjoy this?
You can always go to our Anchor. There's a way to subscribe for $5 a month. And this will help produce
other things.
Other content, prizes.
More things.
What are you doing?
I hate you guys so much. I just don't even know.
It's not me, it's Ashley.
It is. It absolutely is.
Hey, Ashley, tell them about how good the t-shirts look and that they should buy one.
They look so good. Tommy, Epic is wearing one right now. Look how nice.
He lives in that shirt, doesn't he?
Yeah, so is Chris. Chris is also wearing one. I am not. That's why I'm covering my
once a week
shame today with a sweater. So
I almost wore my Browns jersey today.
Did you really?
Yep.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Because I like the Browns, even though they make me sad.
Even though they make me sad. They can't make you sad right now, though, because everything's all fucked up. So
Yeah,
at least
well,
they
we'll
can't
talk a little bit
disappoint you
more
now.
about the Browns right after the break. Because we're going to be talking about how Kanye's a billionaire and he wants everyone to know it.
We'll talk about that.
And
in depth.
we're going to have Playing with Balls with Jay Val.
Good balls.
He said it's going to be a short one. He's just going to talk about the draft.
It's just like a little bit of balls.
So,
Just a little.
just a
thing,
little
huh?
taste of balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a
All right. So,
Thank you, Sarah.
small round orbs.
what's that?
She said the T-shirts are awesome. I'm a proud owner of one.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah. All right. So, we're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to have that stuff. And then,
All that stuff.
And then we're going to
Stuff.
be leaving after that.
Then we're gonna be bouncing.
Yes.
The
So,
day
keep it
drink.
locked right here on the Epic Radio Show.
You're listening to The Epic Radio Show. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and theepicradioshow.com. Listen to us anytime on the iHeartRadio app. Download today on the App Store or Google Play. And take this show on the road. The Epic Radio Show. Make life epic.
Make life epic.
Attention small business owners. Are you trying to reach thousands of engaging customers, but radio and television ads are out of your budget? Advertise with us here at Brain Baby Media. We offer low monthly payments with no contracts, no hassle, and you can cancel anytime. But why would you? With our ads on multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, your brand will reach new heights, and guess what? It's a business expense. That means you can write it off at the end of the year. So contact Epic today at theepicradioshow.com and make your business epic.
Hey ladies, if you're looking for premium makeup at a price that can't be beat, hit up Glitz and Glitter by Goldie. Glitz and Glitter by Goldie has everything you need to enhance your beauty without breaking the bank. Go to uniqueproducts.com/GoldieAlphaHell today and take advantage of the savings. Right now, there's a new beauty box for only $99, so what are you waiting for? Get to Glitz and Glitter by Goldie today at Unique, that's YOUNIQUE products.com/GoldieAlphaHell.
Want to feel like you're part of the show? Get your official The Epic Radio Show merch right now. We have unisex tees, hoodies, mugs, winter hats, baby onesies, and much more. Check it out at www.etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show. Official unisex tees are only $12 and get free shipping on orders over $35. Yup, that's right, you heard me. That's free shipping on orders over $35. The holidays are over, but you can still treat yourself to some great official merch for The Epic Radio Show. So hurry now to the site and get some epic gear for the new year and make 2020 epic.
Anyway, so apparently Jay sucks dick.
As well as playing
Yeah.
with balls.
Yeah. So he's not going to be on
No
today.
balls.
No balls.
No balls today.
Just
Um,
dick.
Yeah, just a bunch, just a couple of
just
dicks.
dick from Jay.
That's right. But what we're going to do is talk about Kanye.
So it's like it's fine.
Talking about dicks,
Same
let's
thing,
talk
you know?
about Kanye.
Let's bring him in. It's fine.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
Here
gotta do
comes
his-
Kanye.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
apparently Kanye recently became a billionaire.
Like I thought he was all like pretty much like for
no,
the
at one
past-
point he was broke again. Yes.
he's I mean him and Kim Kardashian are married. Like I figured
yeah,
they're pretty much they have a lot of money. Like who gives
Yeah.
a shit? Like we already know.
Exactly.
Sarah said, "Heck nah." Like yeah, sorry,
Who the
Sarah.
heck
I can't sit there and say yeah or hell yeah. I can't
So
say
according
anything.
to Forbes magazine, Kanye's been wanting them to basically do a story on how he's a billionaire for like 3 or 4 months now, but he was not reporting his numbers. He wasn't like giving them the information. So he started going on a tangent, getting mad for the past like 3 months, basically saying how they were holding him back.
They're holding him back.
Yeah,
like,
and they didn't.
Who is holding you back?
They didn't want to report on a black man coming up from nothing and starting. Yes. So, anyways, so after 3 months, he finally sent
a fucking douche
the reports that he was supposed to send, and they published a story.
Yeah.
And basically, he was telling them that he was worth $3 billion. He's only worth like 1.2 billion, which is still a lot, but
exactly. That's why I said
it is what it is. But he did this this picture with him surrounded by all these shoes. Yeah. And he said, he's like, I don't know how many shoes there are. He's like, that's like ask your grandma how much sugar she puts in her cookies.
That's messed up, man. That is
It's called a recipe, Kanye.
Right, it's called a recipe, Kanye. Some people just measure by like eye, but some people don't.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm gonna try to find this picture real quick.
I'm just kind of like,
it's
what?
just hilarious.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I already knew he had money, though. Like, he's married to Kim Kardashian. Like,
yeah,
we already know about all that. So, like,
here
they have kids. They have all these kids together. Like, duh. Well, I want to see the picture.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, how does he get out of this? I don't know.
How
like,
does
what the fuck?
he?
Like, what is that? Like,
what if he had to pee?
What if you had to pee?
Are
we going back to our first topic today? What if he has to pee?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So I kind of did that. Kind of weird.
What is all that?
I want to see what Chris is seeing.
So, yeah. You guys just saw me do that shit, but it was supposed to be a little bit smoother. But as you can see in the picture,
eventually.
No, it's on there, right?
It's on there. I don't
it should
see
be.
It. Okay, I see you doing stuff. So it's, it's getting there.
Oh,
yeah. So he's surrounded by all these shoes.
This is weird.
Yeah, it's just strange.
I don't know how many.
And what's crazy about that is looking at this, it doesn't look like all of them are even paired up.
Yeah.
Because I see this boot kind of in the left.
Yeah,
and there's not
no
a right one.
There's no match.
There's another. This is insane.
Is he wearing one boot and then another different shoe?
There's a lot of white shoes there, man.
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I just don't think he's like.
He must like white shoes.
There's a lot of white shoes there, man.
Like, why do you have so many pairs of the same color shoes?
Why are they all?
I think these are all.
White shoes?
So he created a few years back his own shoe. It's called Yeezy, right? And it's done really well. He sells. Obviously, that's kind of what got him the money. Why he is now a billionaire.
Who's buying shoes from fucking Kanye West, though?
Okay,
why would I go to Google and be like, Kanye West shoes? Why would I do that? I wouldn't do that.
Ashley, get Epic to start making shoes for the show.
Yeah, you need to start making shoes because
I'd
buy them off you.
Epic needs to be a cobbler. That's what
a cowboy. No,
a cobbler, a person who makes shoes.
Like, I don't understand. And the only reason we're talking about Kanye West is because he's a giant douche. But, we're not actually happy or surprised.
And you know what's funny about
that
is I put that right before playing with Ballz too.
It segued really well, but now it doesn't.
One douche to another. I know.
Now it doesn't, but it's okay. We're still working it out. But I don't get it. That was a lot of shoes.
That was a shitload of shoes.
Damn it. And I just thought of this earlier.
Yeah.
Of course Jay wouldn't be on today. Because this morning, or actually when we chose that whole thing with the
You're realizing this now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. With that whole thing with the leotard and the onesie thing this morning, we were hoping he would get really uncomfortable.
That's what we were hoping for, but guess what? He ruined it.
Can you do a little Jay's face on that guy's wearing that onesie and put that up there for us?
He would get so
Can you do
mad.
that? Get the J Val's face
He
on the
would get so
onesie, man.
mad. So
We'll post it on.
I don't understand why you need that many
no.
shoes.
Oh,
I
no.
just don't understand.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I accidentally did
I just
that. Okay,
don't.
hold on.
Why do you need so many shoes?
Yeah, so give me
You only
one
have 2
second. Let me
feet.
do this.
That's a lot of shoes.
That's a lot of shoes for only 2 feet.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't even have like.
Alright, so-
Obviously, I'm not rich, but I wouldn't have that many shoes. I'd buy other stuff.
Right.
Not
right.
that. Not just all these shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are all these shoes just like? There's so many shoes. I just don't understand.
And then why would you take him and do that? Like circle
Yeah, like that
yourself?
took some time. He must have had someone else do it for him because he wasn't doing that shit. He was just gonna stay. I'm gonna pose right here in the middle. You guys just circle all the shoes around me.
And then when I'm done, he just gets up
Like,
and walks
don't
away and
match them all
says,
up. Don't
"Put
match
'em
them
away.
all up. Right.
Put 'em
don't,
all away."
Like, don't match all them shoes up. Like, leave a couple out. So people question why there's no matches to circle. So then it's just like, people are just like, people think like he's just some like incredible like thought. It's like, no, he's just a fucking douche.
Who's that?
Kanye West.
Kanye.
That's why him and Kim Kardashian are married, because they match. It's like
Yeah.
douche to douche. Like bam, being douches together. They're just sitting together being douches. That's it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm like behind because I'm only on this one.
It's like Chris Kettler. I forgot to take that off. There we go.
I'm glad you agree.
that.
Maybe he has a foot fetish. I don't know.
A foot fetish.
With his own feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Was
can't
it-
imagine.
Yeah, I did
He
such
would have
an
a-
awesome job with that, by
He
the
would
way.
have a foot fetish.
I did
for
not.
With
his
his own feet. Yeah,
Yes, he-
not with like women's feet. No. Oh God,
I
that's
don't know.
ridiculous. Everyone's gonna love that. I can just see it. It's a
Yeah.
great time. So, Chase, but I hate you.
I know.
Oh God.
It's part of the love that we have.
This is the love we share.
Yes.
Come to
So-
work next time.
Yep, that's what you get for being a douche and canceling last minute.
God.
No, he's actually sick.
He didn't want to come like in person.
Yeah,
because-
to get us sick. But I asked him, I said,
Oh, are you still gonna call?
are you still going to call in? And he said, yes. And then literally
maybe
pretty
an
much
hour later?
right when I'm saying, oh, after the break.
Blah,
then
blah,
he's like,
blah.
oh, no, man, I don't think
I'm
I'll be
not.
able to do it. And it's like, well, what the fuck? You could have just said no to begin with. It's not like I get upset if he cancels it. It's not
He
like
gets upset
cancels.
if I cancel because I live here.
Yeah,
So he gets a little upset about that.
yeah.
I
shouldn't
mean, does anyone know about when I had vertigo or whatever?
Oh,
The
no.
morning I woke up from vertigo and I wasn't gonna do the show, but I think I still did the show,
had
and you couldn't
vertigo?
even tell. I
Yeah.
was really fucking dizzy.
Yeah.
I felt sick. It was a bad time, but no one knew because I was still here making jokes and being ridiculous.
That was probably one of those days I really pissed you off.
It was probably one of those days, and I was probably angrier than usual. 'Cause I was already fucking dizzy.
Yeah.
Wow.
God damn it, Chris! I
Damn.
gotta find that show. It was back in September.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Having known the backstory now,
Yeah,
that would be.
go look back in September
right.
sometime. Check all those shows out.
Oh, that's the day. Okay.
Oh, that makes it. Yeah, she was a little angrier than usual.
Mhm.
The thing is, I'm not even angry. It's just all. This is all front because I'm really just soft
Yeah.
and like sensitive on the inside. It's just a front, everyone.
Nah.
Nah, don't do that. I'm just always so fucking angry.
Oh,
anger.
God, I'm stretching.
All this rage.
Ah, God. Okay. Anyways, I think that's it for the show.
Should we talk about t-shirts?
We can.
Should we?
What do you mean about t-shirts?
Well, what's the price of the t-shirt?
I don't know anymore.
Ashley, do you know the price of the
I
t-shirt?
can check.
I think it's $12.
$12.
but
I will double check.
I might have raised them a little bit though because with the shipping and everything, we end up not making any money on them at all.
But they're still incredibly affordable.
They're comfortable.
They are
a good time.
but I don't know if they're 12 anymore. I
Oh,
think
I'm
they could
checking.
be. I
They
think
are
could
12.
Be. They are okay.
I think if you get like 2X or 3X, it's more. But
Yeah.
small, medium, large, and extra large are all
Yeah.
the same price.
And the onesies.
We have hoodies, even though you won't need them soon. I don't know. The way this
Who
weather
knows?
is.
Next week it might snow.
I know.
70 degrees next week, man. They're saying.
Yeah.
We
Who
will. I
knows?
guess we'll see. But the week after, it might be snowing. We don't really know anymore.
Well, the one day it was like 50 degrees. It snowed and rained in the same day.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of wind. And
Like, really?
That's spring in Ohio.
the flippy floppies are $16.95 though. We got flippy floppies.
Okay. When you did that little thing like this, it made me think of one of those solar powered little like sunflowers that you put in your car.
So Jay asked where and how and who does your t-shirts. So we go through a company called Printful. They're the ones that actually make the t-shirts.
Yep.
But you go to our website is the best way.
That's right.
And there's a tab for merch.
That's right.
And you click on the little picture, it takes you to Etsy. Now, if you just want to go to Etsy directly, I believe it's etsy.com/shop/The Epic Radio Show.
And you can do that.
You can
just go right there.
You could go right there. But
Etsy.
if you can't remember the address to Etsy, you could go to our website, which is easier to remember, theepicradioshow.com.
Right.
Go on the merch tab, click on the picture, and it takes you right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
What else are they going to find on the website there, Epic?
There's a way to donate to the show. If you're a small business and you're looking for a way to advertise that's not going to break the bank, because if you were to go through regular radio, if you're going to go through television, you're going to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars. We offer a very low price that you can either pay per month or you could do annually, and you'll get I believe it's like a 10% discount.
So you're not going to be doing it anally if you do it
not
annually.
anally.
You know, we give you all that.
Not anally.
Yeah, right. What about the tab where Ashley's doing like the home cooking stuff and everything? You want to tell everybody about that?
Well, we are working on a Patreon page to where you will be able to subscribe to that and get bonus content.
Oh, bonus.
And part of this bonus content that we have planned, which we have not executed yet, which
that
is why
he has planned.
One of the things is Ashley is going to do a cooking show.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he's not going to force me to do anything I don't want to do.
Of course not.
But he's announcing it now as if I've agreed.
You have agreed.
No, I haven't.
Now, I've heard rumors that there's going to be another additional video clip segment along these lines where Jay is giving foot massages to men. Is there any
This
truth
cannot
behind
be
this?
confirmed
We
or
cannot be
denied.
confirmed because he's not here.
Okay.
We cannot.
I've heard
neither
talk, though.
confirm or deny.
I've heard the talk.
But also, Connor is going to be interviewing the cast.
Oh, boy.
He's going to be a part of the bonus content, and it's going to be called Epic Beyond. And it's basically he's going to interview each of the cast separately, and
That'll be
ask
great.
us and ask us questions that you might want to know about us.
I'm sorry when it comes my turn.
And then
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry,
so
everybody.
there's a lot of other things. Plus, we're going to try to give away some merch. If you subscribe,
I say fuck a lot.
all that stuff, yeah.
And you
Okay,
just
not.
randomly shared that with us, which
Yes.
was so nice.
Well, Sarah said I
We
could
don't
see you
have
saying
beer
fuck in
can
the kitchen
phone
a few
covers,
times.
but that could be on the table.
I
We
do
do
say
have
it quite a
mugs,
bit.
though. What?
Well, I said that because Sarah said I could see you saying fuck in the kitchen a few times. And I said, yeah, I say fuck a lot.
Yep.
Regardless if I'm in the kitchen and in a hallway,
Yeah.
outside, in the living room. It doesn't really matter.
So,
I say it everywhere.
but I think that's about it. I think we could wrap up the show. Next week, we're gonna have I Am Chad. He's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
he's
Chad,
in
yes.
the World Series of Comedy.
Yeah.
That whenever we
Yay.
get back to normal, will be going on in Youngstown.
Yep. So
Good time.
so we'll have him. We'll be back our normal time next week. Unless Jay decides to murder us for all the
Well,
stuff we've done.
I didn't do anything.
Wasn't it your idea to put the head?
It was my idea,
It was your
but
head.
you know
It was
what?
Chris.
Yeah.
You know what though, Epic, for him to murder somebody'd have to go pick him up and bring him to the spot. So it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Jesus. Okay, anyways, thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, whatever this was.
Hope you guys have a good week. And as
Bye.
always, make life epic.
Dear Mr. President, there are too many states nowadays. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot.
Oh, wow, that was terrible.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and fear of losing my job, but you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
And I'm sorry, we're out of time. Bye.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Please leave this office.
Do we get any sort of souvenir?
Get out of my office!
Oh my God, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's your daddy?
That's all, folks.